Anyone who is on Zoom or everyone on Zoom, please go to Discord and make sure you have joined a team by typing exclamation join in the general channel. And you will be assigned to a team that is your team for today. Please, everyone who's online on Zoom, join the join a team by typing exclamation join in the general channel.
Raju, let me know when I can start. Yeah.
Can everyone hear me on Zoom?
Raju, I can hear you. This is Dinesh.
Can all the participants hear me on Zoom, please?
Yeah, I can hear you, Raju.
Yes, I
Okay.
can hear you, Raju.
And everyone who has joined Zoom, make sure you have joined the team also on Discord, because all the pouncing will happen on Discord. The questions will pass on Zoom. Okay. Teams can also chat amongst themselves on voice on Discord, because you will be allotted a team voice channel. So please, on Discord, please leave the quiz voice channel. Be only on the team voice channel. Okay, Dinesh, I think we can start now.
Okay.
Just I'll make a couple of announcements for the teams
Right.
on how this quiz will work. The questions will be streamed on Zoom. Rather, the PowerPoint will be streamed on Zoom, and you can answer. But the teams have been formed on Discord. So you've been allotted a team chat and a team voice channel there. You can discuss amongst yourself on voice or chat on Discord, and do the pounds on Discord as usual you do every week, right? So if you don't know how to do the pounds, someone in your team will tell you or can show you how to do the pounds. Okay, and make sure you do a pounds only once in your team per question, right? Don't send pounces multiple times. Also, when you're discussing in voice, over voice on Discord, please mute yourself on Zoom, right? Otherwise, all other teams will hear you discussing the answer. Okay, and with that, we'll start the PowerPoint, the streaming of the questions, and Dinesh will take over. Yeah, Dinesh, go ahead. You can announce the rules.
Yeah, thank you, Raju. Thank you for all the rules. Good evening. Thank you for all the support in getting this up. Hi, this is Dinesh. I'm actually based in Jakarta. And Pushan.
Dinesh,
Hi, Pushan is based
your voice is very low. You'll have to increase your volume of your mic or something. I can hardly hear you.
Oh, okay.
Very feeble, Dinesh.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you all guys for joining in today. This is Dinesh, and me and Pushan are hosting this this evening. And Pushan is based in Dubai. I am in Jakarta. but Pushan could not join today, but I will also be administering his questions. So both of us have put it up together. We have restricted the number of questions to 30 so that, in the interest of time and all that. I think probably I'm doing, I mean, thanks to COVID, we are able to do this. I'm able to attend a QFI event like this, like I've been doing over the past few weeks, and it's been really great fun. I hope you guys enjoy the quiz. So the rules are pretty much the same, plus 10, there is pounds, plus 10 for the plus 10 for the pounds, and or minus 5 you get the pounds wrong, and we'll probably go clockwise till question 15 and 16 onwards. We'll start with the anti-clockwise. There are a few bonus questions, and there are a few questions where I haven't put negatives, like the first one, which is just coming up. So let's get started. Yeah, you can. Yeah, Raju. Hello. Yeah, okay. So the word in Indonesian for north is Uttara, that's from Sanskrit. But the word for west refers to a geographical area, as traders would probably refer to that word to denote where they came from. And it was understood by the people to refer to the west. So eventually that word became the word in Indonesian for west. So what is this word? I've just given an illustrative, how the time zones are divided in Indonesia. So you can start now. This is open for pounds, but there are no negs on this particular question. You can start the timer.
Okay.
You just, if you click on it, the timer will start, I think.
Click what?
Just click again.
Okay, I can see on the bottom there is a blue bar which is.
That's right. That's a 1 minute timer. Yeah, 60-second timer. So the pounds will close at the end of it. So 1, 3, and 5 have pounced, and but I haven't got any other pounces. Raju?
Yeah, you can go ahead. You can close the pounds if you want. You run the show. You close it when you want.
Yeah, okay.
You can close it now.
Yeah, we can close the pounds. Yeah, I think all
See,
16 are pounds, right?
when I move away from the PowerPoint to go to Discord, the bar stops. So it's more than 1 minute now. So you can stop the bar.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, fine. So I think I have given team. So it's only team 2 that has not pounced, and we have 5 teams or 6 teams today. Sorry,
5 teams.
5. Okay, team 2, you want to take a try?
Why did team 1 pounce? Because it's your question. This is the first question. Why are you sending a pounce?
Oh,
Sorry, Raju, we're not keeping track of team numbers yet.
Okay, please go ahead. Team 1, you can answer the question.
I think our guess was Bharat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the correct answer. It is Bharat. Yeah, it's you can go on. So, yeah.
You're given points to all the teams that bounced, right?
Yeah, all except I think team 4 I have given twice, so I will just yeah, okay. I think now it's sorted out. So all teams have got 10 each. Yeah. Okay, we'll move on to the next one.
Hey, sorry, I think team 4 still has 5. Sorry, I think we ended up bouncing multiple times, so there was some confusion.
Yeah, I think I've taken off. You got 2 plus 10s, and I've given 2 minus 5s now. So it's okay. I guess it's okay now.
Oh, please
Yeah,
don't.
I think we're sorted.
Please don't worry about the scores, right? Today there's too much happening. Please, we just go on with the quiz.
Okay. So so this is taken at the local celebration of a UNESCO at a local celebration of a UNESCO recognition. So this is in a country going through a turbulent phase. So what is this that is being celebrated in 2019?
It's a picture or
I
a
think
video?
the photo is square. Sorry?
It's a video.
No, this is not a video. This is not a video. This is just a picture. This is just a photograph. Just an image.
So are you asking for what was the recognition or?
No, what is being celebrated actually? Yeah, what is the recognition? So you can start the pounds clock, or what do you want me to do?
Just a second, Dinesh. Dinesh, please mute yourself on Discord. Please only have yourself speaking through Zoom. Otherwise, people are saying they're hearing echoes for you.
No, I'm muted on Discord.
Okay, sure.
Okay, muted
fine.
and undeaf.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. Thank you.
Not clear. Yeah, it says the country going through a turbulent phase.
So somebody is trying to anybody's bouncing? I think there are a good number of clues in the picture. Like,
You can close the pounds now. Okay,
yeah,
I think
pounds is closed.
Passed. You can just take
pounds is closed. Yeah. Can you so team the last we'll start with team 1, right? Yeah, team 1.
Oh, okay. So
sorry, is it to team 1 or team 2?
1 or 2?
Okay, team 2. Yeah, go on.
I don't know. We'll say some Diwali celebrations in Malaysia.
No, no, not that. Okay, we'll move on to team 3.
We'll say this is some UNESCO intangible heritage recognition. Maybe Syria for roses. Maybe it's known for roses. So UNESCO intangible heritage for Syria for roses.
That is the perfect answer actually. So this is for the, I'll give it to you. Actually, this is for the, do you know the exact name of the rose or what it's called? The rose, you probably are almost there.
No idea. No idea.
I'll give it to you. Okay, yeah, you can, yeah, go on to the answer slide. Yeah, it's the Damascus rose actually. So these were the celebrations in Damascus for the inclusion of the damask rose, the Rosa Damascena, as a symbol of the people of Damascus. It was added to this intangible cultural heritage in 2019. Yeah. Okay. So that's team 3, is it? So
Yeah,
team 4 then gets the next one. Yeah. Yeah. So 10 to team. 10 to team. 10 to team 3. And I didn't get any pounces also. So okay, it's only 10 to team 3. So like next, yeah, let's move on. The next one. So something is composed of intricate microscopic structures that resemble the inside of an egg carton. Because of their shape and the alternate layers of cuticle and air, these structures produce intense colors. Scientists at the University of Cambridge use nanofabrication processes to replicate the reflective structure, making them much more difficult to counterfeit. Like typically it was used for notes, passport cards, and all that. While the colors reflected back from the structures look green to the naked eye, using other optical equipment, they appear blue. So that's why it could be used to, basically to secure documents like notes and all that. So this is, you can give me the name of the animal or insect the process is trying to mimic, or the name of another animal or bird. It takes the name from the way it appears. So there are, so example, rhinoceros beetle. Now, if what is involved there is a beetle, for example, and you tell me it's rhinoceros, that will get you the points actually. Anyone wanting to pounce? Okay, sorry, the pounce clock is going. Okay. Yeah. I think this is.
Yeah, you can close the pounds now.
Sorry, I've got pounces from team 1 and team 2, and this is a question to team 4, right? Team 4, you want to take a crack at it?
No idea actually. Honeybees or like beehives?
No, I'll try. Team 5.
So this is the peacock and the chameleon.
No, actually, I just stop you at peacock. So peacock is what it is. It's just one. So if you, it's called the it is the Indonesian peacock or the swallowtail. So I got pounces from team. I'll just wait for the answer slide. So it's called the Indonesian peacock or the green swallowtail, and this is what they were trying to mimic. So I've given points to team 1 and 2. So lovely answer, team 5. So we can move on to the next one. So there's one proper name that also refers to an area in India that links the 3 pictures and the quotation here. There's a residential area in Mumbai. There is a beach in Australia, and there is an animal there on the right. And there is also a quote at the start: Oceania and East Asia are allies fighting Eurasia and Northern Africa and blank. So it's just one name that I'm looking for here. Links all these 4. I've got a pounce from team 3. The beach in Australia is so named because of a vessel by a similar name that kind of crashed there, that kind of sank off its coast or something like that. I got pounces from 1, 2, 3, and 5.
You can close the pounce. That's it.
Yeah, pounce is closed. So team 4, you want to try?
Sorry, is it our direct? I thought.
Actually, it was a team 1's direct, but I'm just a bit lost here. Raju, we have 5 teams, right?
Yeah, team 1 should just answer on the
5
mic.
teams. Yeah, we have 5 teams.
Yeah, team 1 I can pounce. 5 teams. Okay. So I think the team 1 is also team 1 actually. I don't know why they pounced, but they got it wrong. And so team 4 will have to give it a try now. It's only open to team 4. Team 4, you want to?
No, sorry, we don't have any idea.
Okay. So then this is actually Malabar. The answer is Malabar. All the other teams had pound. So it's Malabar Hill in Bombay, and the quotation is from 1984 by George Orwell. The reference is to the war that happened on the Malabar coast, a part of it, and Malabar Beach in New South Wales, which is named after a shipwreck called the MV Malabar. And then there's a spotted civet there, which is again Malabar spotted civet, supposed to be an endangered animal. So yeah, okay, nice answer there from all the teams who are pound. So yeah, we can move on. 1566 is an asteroid with a highly eccentric orbit and is one of the most appropriately named asteroids. So what is its name? Yeah, the pounds clock can start.
Okay, just to clarify, whose direct will this be? Is it to team 2?
Team 4. No, yeah, it will be to team. Who was the last one who answered? Actually, I think yeah, it's to team 2.
Okay, thanks.
The bounce is stopped. Bounce is closed. So team 2, you want to go for it?
Yeah, we will say we are going to guess Copernicus.
Sorry, good try. No, team 3.
Yeah. We'll say Luther after Martin Luther.
Martin Luther, no. Just an interesting mention. Why is it because of the year or something? I mean, is it because of 1566 or no? But I think he was earlier than that, right? Okay. Anyway, so team 4.
Is it Icarus?
Yes, nice answer, lovely answer. So it is Icarus. That's why I said it's an appropriately named this thing. So it is one of the most highly, the asteroid is one of the most highly eccentric orbits. So yeah, Icarus. So 10 to team 4 and team 1 at Pounce got that right. So next question to team 5. In the US, a sport that was banned in 1830 was cleverly changed by adding something in the sport to get around the law. So this was in the 1830s, mind you. So there's just an extract from the from this Logansport Telegraph in Indiana. I think that is March 10th, 1838. So what was the change made and why was the ban in place earlier? Pounce clock has started. So anyone wanting to pounce? There are two parts in this question, as you can see. I'll close Pounce now because I think probably Raju is on Zoom. So that was a direct to team 5, right? I haven't got any pounces. So team 5, you want to go for it, team 5. Take it away.
We'll say that this is possibly cricket, and the change was basically they added 2 more bases and changed it from one runner to 4 runners and made it baseball. And the ban was there because cricket was associated with British colonial imagery and imperialism kind of thing.
Wow.
So,
wow, it's a very interesting answer, Ravi. So we'll
have to make something up.
move on to team and move on to team 1. But a very interesting answer. Yeah, team 1, you would like to go for that.
So, okay, I think our guess was going to be boxing, and the change that was made was that the boxing ring was added with ropes, maybe because the fight was spilling out into further out into the audience, and that was dangerous.
Okay, that's also an interesting answer. I think I received a similar one when we, when I'd done the set in Dubai. So, no, team 2.
Okay, we'll say we were going to try the exact thing that team 1 tried. So we will say, shooting of some kind, and yeah, and we'll say that they came up with a specific season for shooting, so that it was duck shooting or that type of thing. So it was done at a restricted time and not throughout the year.
Okay. Interesting answer here. But no, I'll have to move on to team 3.
We'll say that this is 9-pin bowling. What the change was, they added one 10th pin and called it 10-pin bowling and said this is a completely different sport to get around this. part B, we'll say that I think at that time lots of card games and lots of things were banned in parlors, etc. So casinos, as in the earliest form of casinos and everything, they were banned. So these were also probably played in the same place. So the entire thing was banned because of sort of gambling reasons, and they just added a 10th pin and said there's a different sport, and that's how they managed to continue playing.
Okay. This is team 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a perfect answer, team 3. Yeah. So it is 9-pin bowling changed to 10-pin bowling. And what was happening was 9-pin bowling was associated with parlor thing, like basically bars and pubs and basically gambling and crime. So so that's right. So very good answer. So yeah, so 10 to team 3. Yeah. But apparently 9-pin bowling continued in England, in Europe, and after this, so this change only came up in the US where they had banned this, where they had banned the sport. Yeah, we can move on. So the below is an iconic set of buildings in a city that is the lowest lying national capital in the world. So one is identify the city, and these buildings have a special relevance in relation to the country in 2 ways. So there are at least 2 ways in which it is relevant. So what is the relevance? Like, for example, so just to give you an example, like the Charminar, for instance, they say that, I mean, one of the things is that it was built after the cholera was eradicated, or after people recovered from the cholera. The other thing was there's another study that says that this was to commemorate the 1000th year of the Islamic calendar. And I think there's one more which says that it was basically at the crossroads of various trade routes. So different reasons for which it is there. But the question is, so what is the relevance for which behind this this iconic set of buildings? It has something relevant to the country. The pound starts now. Ten more seconds for the pounds. I haven't received any yet. Oh, sorry. I've received 1 pounds from team 2. Pounds is closed. So team 4, you're direct.
Yeah, is this Baku? And we actually have 2 answers for the special relevance. One is probably because it's Azerbaijan is rich in oil, so the flames represent that. Or and I think there's a shape like this on the flag of the country.
I can give you, okay, I agree with the city part, but not the second part of the answer, actually. So I'll have to move on. So the second part is still open. So to team 5, you want to take a crack at the relevance of it.
So Azerbaijan was actually the first place where oil was actually the first country in the world where oil was extracted for petroleum and this thing. So this represents like an oil well fire, the fire that flames at the end of a derrick, oil derrick.
No, that's what Team 4 had also said. So I'll have to move on to Team 5. Sorry, was that okay? You were Team 5 just answered, right? Team 1. Okay, Team 1 has bounced. Team 1, I think you had a late bounce, but yeah, okay. You can give the answer actually.
Okay, I mean, so I guess we pounced after the pounce closed. So do we? Are we just publishing the second part?
Right.
So I mean, given what's been said, is it in relation to the fact that Baku, Azerbaijan is mostly Zoroastrian, so this has to do with the flame of Zend-Avesta?
Okay, yeah, I will close it there. Actually, it was not oil, it was natural gas that I was looking for, So, and Zoroastrian is the other relevance, in fact. Yeah. So it's 5 to team 4 and 5 to team 1. Yeah. So next question to team 2. So sorry, I couldn't accept oil as the answer. The answer that I was looking for was actually natural gas. So we can. So it had large. If you could, sorry, just go back to the answer slide, Raju, for a second. Yeah, it's okay. There are the old Zoroastrian roots, and it recognizes the large natural gas reserves. And interestingly, there are areas that have of natural gas, like similar to Turkmenistan. So, yeah. Yeah, the lady on the right was, I don't know what is there's a green something on the screen. I don't know what that is. Some wasn't there on the slides. Yeah. Okay. So she was the first women's champion in chess champion in 1927, remained champion until she was killed in June 1944 in a V1 flying bomb attack. So identify her. Now, the second part of the question is that Albert Becker, the captain of the German team in the 8th Chess Olympiad, really ridiculed her entry at the 1929 Carlsbad tournament. In the early days of her career, he started a sort of an informal club by her name, of which he became the first member. This club later included, among others, many male champions like Max Hugh, Frederick Lazard, Stuart Milner Barry, and all that. So, what did that club represent? So, this lady was, she remained champion for almost 17 years, and the chess championship, I think, is still named for her. So, so if you could just identify her and what was this club about? Count starts now. "20 seconds more to close the pounds." Pounds is closed. So this is team 2. Oh, sorry. Minus. Put one more minus. Team 2, you have an answer?
Yes. We'll say the person is Vera Menchik.
Yes.
And we'll say that these are all, so I mean, very few women professional high-level chess players were there at that time. They had very few opportunities. So we're guessing that these are all male champions that she had beaten at some point of time or the other during her career.
Perfect answer. Perfect answer. Great answer. So yeah, this is Vera Minachik, and the club was formed by all those represented all those who had lost to her, actually. So this is so the Women's Olympiad is still named after her. Yeah. The shortest commercial flight in the world is operated by an airline that calls itself Scotland's Airline. So it runs, or it operates between Westray and Papa Westray in the Orkney Islands and lasts for 47 seconds to cover a distance of 1.7 miles. Now, I'm just giving a, I'm just hinting that this is similar to an character. So identify the airline. Now, this is also the only airline to operate to Barra Airport in Hebrides, which is a unique airport, which is only one of its kind in the world. I mean, it has some special significance in that sense. So in what way is this Barra Airport unique? On starts now.
Sorry, whose direct is this?
This is direct to Team 3. Fifteen more seconds for pouncing. The bounce is closed. Bounce is closed, and this is to Team 3, right? Team 3 is direct.
Hey, Dinesh.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the first part is it's called Quicksilver, and the second part we'll say it's unique because I've heard of this airport in Scotland which ferries only oil that is drilled from the North Sea. So there are no human passengers. This is meant only to export oil that is drilled from the North Sea to elsewhere.
No, this is a commercial. This is a commercial airline. I mean, this operates regular. I mean, like they have these small aircraft carrying passengers. Yeah. So I'll have to move on to Team 4.
Okay, I think this is called Logan Airlines.
Sorry. Yeah, Team 4.
Yeah, I think this is called Logan Airlines.
Right.
And I think this airport is unique because it's something to do with the runways. The runways are like part sea, part land, or it has only water runways.
Okay, do you want to sort of refine the answer actually? I'd love you to refine the answer if you want.
Okay, give us a second. I guess the airline, the aircraft basically land only in the ocean. There's no like physical like land-based runways, basically.
No,
They use
no,
like ocean tides or waves or something to maintain the runway or something.
Okay, I'll just see if your team 3, right?
4.
Team 4. Okay, team 5 has pounced and team 3 also answered. So actually I've got pounces from 1 and 2. Okay. I'm sorry, on B, I was looking for, actually this is, the first part is correct. It is Logan Air. And the second part is actually a tidal beach airport. So this beach will operate, the airport will operate only when the tide is low. Okay, so that's what I was really looking for from the answer, to mention that it's a tidal beach airport, but I didn't hear that, So 5 to team 4. So next question, we'll move on to team 5.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. This is team 2. For the Vera Minchek answer that we gave on the bounce, we don't seem to have been given points. Whenever you can check that.
Yeah, I have given points on that. Team 2, I didn't receive a bounce on Vera Minchek.
Venki, too many things happening there.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
The points I'll give, but
no problem.
Please adjust today.
Yeah. I got actually, okay, fine. Question 10, though the discovery of this is attributed independently to German mathematicians John Benedict Listing and August Ferdinand in 1858. And those similar structures can be seen in Roman mosaics. That is around 200 to 250 AD. What is this geometrical feature? And this symbol is either printed on or embossed in most objects of daily use. So how do we know that? Again, a two-part question. So pounds starts now.
The image you've shown is what exactly?
The image is from a Roman mosaic.
Okay.
Somebody holding that the geometric feature that I'm talking about.
All right. Thanks.
I don't think the bounce timer has come on, Dinesh, so you'll just have to take a call and stop bounce at some point.
Sorry, yeah, pounds is just closed. Huh? I've got bounces from team 1 and team 2. And this is
Team 5's question.
Okay, this is actually team 5's question, yeah.
Can we answer?
Yeah, please take it away.
We think this is a Mobius strip, and
right.
This is the recycle symbol which is found.
Yeah, perfect answer. That's it. That's what I was looking for. Mobius strip and the recycling symbol. Okay, moving on to the next one. Yeah, next slide, please. Okay, the Knights of King John in 1199, who was the king from 1199 to 1216, saw a group of villagers fencing off a small tree to keep a cuckoo captive. The villagers were showing themselves as fools, as they did not want the royal highway that the king was building at that time to pass through their village. basically, they wanted the knights to report back that this village is a bunch of fools or whatever. So this tale was picked up by Washington Irving and mentioned in one of his writings, but to show this as a town of fools. So what is the name of this town that is blanked out, where visitors take photos and even its signboard has been stolen, which has had its signboard stolen? The second part is in relation to this village again, or in relation to this town again, where like many other places in the UK. So there were World War II structures. So one of so this is a remnant of a World War II structure, which is generally called a blockhouse. But the more sort of I would say the correct word for it is it's either named after an object seen in a public place with a slight modification in the name, or may even jokingly refer to one that is used in most homes in a smaller form, of course. So what is such a structure called? So there are two parts. What is the name of the town and what is the name of the structure? What is the correct name of the structure? So the pounds just start.
So just to be clear, this is a question to team one, right?
Yeah, this is to team one, yeah. I haven't received any pounces yet, and it's about 10 seconds to go. Pounce is closed. So, team one, you have an answer?
Okay, so this is team one.
Yeah.
We don't have a complete answer. So is the maybe I will go for at least part two, which seems a little bit more general. Is this a sort of searchlight tower or pillbox? And I don't think we have an answer for the first part, which is the town we were exact name of the town. Yeah, no idea.
Yeah, could you repeat your answer for the second part?
We're going to go with pillbox, maybe.
Okay, that's correct. Actually, I thought that would be the more difficult part. That's right. So I'll give you 5 for that. So I'll move on to team 2. No, I'll move on to team 2.
Yeah, the town is Gotham or Gotham City.
Yeah, it's actually okay. Yeah, that's so both put together is a complete answer. So it is Gotham, which Washington Irving's tale, it was mentioned, and later picked up by Bill. Get the second name for the Batman series, and the second part is pillbox, which comes up and which is a defense sort of a fortification, which comes in different shapes, hexagonal, circular, and all that. And so the origin of that is pillar box, where you can drop letters actually. So if you look at the slots in a certain view, so it's the pillar box, or jokingly called also a pill box, which is how the medicines were sold and tightly packed kind of. Yeah. Okay. Move on to the next one. There were no pounces. So the next this next question is to team 3. So team 3, the words printed on the reverse of the medallion are firmitas, utilitas, vinestas, which means firmness, commodity, and delight, and are taken from Vitruvius. So which is this award, and who was the first recipient whose photograph is here? Pounds has started. Pounds closes in about 15 seconds. Yeah, Pounds is closed. So this is direct to team 3, right?
We'll say the award is the Pritzker Prize for architecture, and for part B, we'll say Frank Lloyd Wright.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll the award is right. So this is the Pritzker Prize, and I'll have to move on to team 4 for the second part.
Sorry, what did team 3 say for the second part?
Team 3 said Frank Lloyd Wright.
Ah, okay. Is it Frank Gehry?
No, no, it's not Frank Gehry. I think Frank Gehry actually came in much later. I think probably in the 90s or something. And this was instituted sometime in the 70s. So team 4. Team 4 team 3 just answered, is it? Or team 4 answered? Hello?
Yeah, 3 and 4 both have answered. So now it's 5.
Okay. 5. Team 5.
We'll say this is Le Corbusier.
Okay, good try. Sorry, I'll have to move on to team 1.
So I think among the names we have, is it Henry Moore by any chance?
The sculptor? No. Team 2?
We'll say IMP.
Okay, good try. But no, actually, he was one of the I think early 70s, and in fact I think he was still working till the early 2000s or late 90s. Is a person by name Philip Johnson. Philip Johnson, he's designed the AT&T Tower, and he's famous for the glass house, something called the glass house. So he was the first winner of the Pritzker. Okay. And I think Boston Library is there's a section that is named after him. It's designed and named after him. Okay, we can move on. Yeah. So I'm going to show you a diagram. There's an image that follows. That there are a few images that follow. So the diagram shows the position of the sun in the sky as seen from a fixed location on Earth at the same mean solar time. The position varies over the course of a year, forming a shape of 8, owing to the sun's declination due to the tilt of the Earth's axis of rotation. The east-west component results from the non-uniform rate of change of the sun's right ascension, governed by combined effects of Earth's axial tilt and orbital eccentricity. So what is this diagram called? And that's the first part. And the second part is identifying which movie, which was popular about 20 years ago, and even mentioned recently, was this featured. So could you put up the the images, please. So you can see the shape of 8, and please look at the image on the right carefully, because after this there's a follow-up question based on that. So I'm asking, so my question is, what is this called, and which movie was this featured in? On starts now. You can go back to the quest, or team 1 pounds have received. I've got about 25 seconds for the other teams to pounce.
Sorry, whose direct is this?
This is team last was answered by the previous one.
Force direct. 3 we got Pritzker.
Yeah, okay. So it's team 4. Sorry about that. So team 4's direct. Pounce is closed, yeah.
Okay. Hi, this is team 4 here. We'll say the movie is probably Castaway.
Okay.
No idea what the diagram is called.
Okay. Right. Team 5. Castaway is right. Team 5.
Yeah, is this a CZG?
No. No, this is not. So I'll move on to team 1. Team 2. Actually, team 1 has pound. So team 2, you have an answer?
Sorry, we don't have anything for the first part. We also had only Castaway.
Okay. Team 3.
We'll say Perigi.
No, actually. So it started with team 4. So actually, this is called this diagram is called an analemma. It's called an analemma. Okay. Now the second part, there's a follow-up question to this. All of you can pounce. There are no negatives. So why is the analemma seen in the photo on the left different from the one in the movie? So if you notice, if you had noticed, there was an 8, but the one that was in the Castaway photograph was in the reverse actually. Was different. So why is that different from that image? What is the difference? What is the reason for that difference? All can pounce here, no negatives. Pounce has started.
Would you mind going to the photo?
So who answered just now? Who answered?
Okay, Pounce is closed. I've received bounces from. Okay, I think it's only team 2 who have not answered. So team 2, do you? Okay. Okay, I think all of you have got it actually. All of you have got it. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 have got it. So yeah, that's 5-all for that. Yeah. So of course it was the southern hemisphere. This Chuck Roland is supposed to have been lost in the Cook Islands or something of in the southern hemisphere. So that was a difference. The Robert Zemeckis, the director, made sure that the analemma shown there was different. Okay. We can move on. So this one is, okay, the Inventors' Day in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland is celebrated on 9th November, which is the birthday of an Austrian-born inventor. One of the objectives of the day here in these places is to remember, actually, it's wrongly worded, just remember forgotten inventors. So identify the inventor here so remembered as the invention did not earn the inventor any or little money during or after their lifetime, though it was a significant invention that they had made. This is direct to team 5, I think. Yeah. Direct to team 5, and Pound starts now. It's about 20 seconds to go, and I've just received 1 pound so far. Direct to team 5. Team 2 has also bounced. Pounce is closed. So team 5, you want to take that away? Team 5. Hello? Are you able to hear me?
Hey, Dinesh.
Yes.
Just one second. Nandadit, you have to do this on
Hey,
Zoom.
this is team 5. We'll guess Hedy Lamarr.
Okay, okay. That's a lovely answer. That's correct. It is Hedy Lamarr. Yeah, so she created this frequency hopping signal that could not be tracked or jammed. And so later technologies, spread spectrum, and all those were used later on. And she hardly got in it. I think she got a very, very small amount, probably from some Canadian company. She received some grant or something like that. That was all that she received for this. Okay, we can move on to the next one. I think the next one is a video actually. The next is to team 1. So there are questions based on this video. I hope you are able to.
We can't hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, Raju, you'll have to stop sharing. And then when you share again, you have to do share computer audio.
Can you hear now?
No, Raju. Raju, you'll have to stop sharing the slide. Now share it again, but at the bottom, choose share computer audio.
Merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made. Spaceballs the t-shirt, Spaceballs the coloring book, Spaceballs the lunchbox, Spaceballs the breakfast cereal, Spaceballs the flamethrower. The kids love this one. Last but not least, Spaceballs the doll, me. May the Schwartz be with you.
Yeah. You can go on to the questions, Raju. So, okay, you can just write, you can just, all of you, you can pounce for this. So, or you can send in your answers. Mel Brooks had discussed the script shown in the movie to other interested people. Now, this is 3 parts. While you cannot actually buy the product shown here, why was the particular scene made? That's the first part. The owner of a company, the owner and the company both are high flying. As said to be a fan of Mel Brooks, had borrowed at least a couple of ideas from the film. So name both the products, one of which is seen in the video, the idea basically, and the other that kind of ridiculously appears on his on one of his main products. So let us say in the context of speed, for example. So so it's yeah. So this is actually from the movie, you know, by the movie. Starts now. There are no negatives on this. I don't want the name of the owner or the company. I'm just looking for the name of the products. I haven't received any pounces yet.
You can close
the direct to team. Sorry?
I said you can close the pounce.
Yeah, pounce is closed. So team 1, do you want to give it a try?
Sure. So, okay, we'll go in order. So we cannot actually buy the product shown because when Mel Brooks got permission from George Lucas to make Spaceballs, he said that he wouldn't actually sell Spaceballs merchandise. But he then put a scene that's talking about movie merchandising over there. The other 2 questions, part B, one idea, which is sort of, I guess, flamethrower, boring company flamethrower, and then the ridiculously appears, we're wondering if that's Hyperloop. So in the context of speed. So B is sort of flamethrower and C is Hyperloop.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you've got A and B, and on C, it's okay. I was looking for another answer. Okay, I'll move on to, so you got A and B actually. So it's 10 for 10 to team 1. So team 2, do you want to try part C?
Actually, we'll pass on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Team 3. Team 3, you have an answer?
We'll say some sort of a car for part C. A high-speed car of sorts.
The idea actually is what I'm looking for. So team 4.
This is like a speed mode on the car, like warp speed.
Okay, but that's you have you. I'm looking for something more specific.
I don't think we have a better idea than that.
Okay, okay. Team 5.
We are led to believe that there is a ludicrous mode on Tesla cars.
Exactly. So that is the answer that I was looking for. It is ludicrous speed, which is there, which is borrowed from Spaceballs, in fact. So that completes the answer. The first part was, as Team 1 said, it was a day. I mean, George Lucas, apparently he liked the movie, but he said you can't merchandise anything. And the flamethrower was there. Elon Musk was a big fan of, apparently, a big fan of Mel Brooks, and he borrowed the flamethrower idea and also put in this ludicrous speed on the Tesla car. So 10 to Team 1 and 5 to Team 5. Next question, I think, should go to Team 2, right? Because Team 10, yeah. So we will start the reverse round right now. Okay. So I'll start actually. Okay, I'll start with Team 5 again. So Eliasm is believed by psychologists to improve your decision-making ability and emotional stability. It is double-edged like a pair of scissors because it can denote both humility and a sense of self-aggrandization. It would have been more relevant if these questions are from Pushan. So if it was probably more relevant last month. So what is Eliasm? Count starts now. Yeah, bounce is closed. Team 5, would you like to? I haven't received any bounces yet.
We'll say that this is the. Can we go ahead?
Yeah.
So this is the tendency to refer to oneself in the third person, like Julius Caesar. That's why the July Panda.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's precisely the answer I was looking for. Lovely answer. So this is speaking of oneself in third person. So yeah, Julius Caesar is the you got that spot on. Yeah, can move on. So 10 to Team 5. Team 4. Eigengrow is technically described as hexadecimal 16161D or by RGB 222229. And so how do we better know this? Count starts now.
Team 5 will be bouncing. Just give us a minute.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, bounce is closed. I've only received team 5's bounce. So team 4. Team 4, would you like to try?
No, sorry, no idea.
Team 3.
We'll guess this is the 50th shade of gray. As in, one of the, if gray is classified into 50, this is like one extreme. 50th shade, something like that.
Okay. Actually, could you describe that a little more simply? So that's why, because that's what I'm really looking for. What you've given me is a technical answer, I think. It's something you can describe probably differently, more, which is a more common, from a more common experience. That's what I mean.
Maybe some gray matter, reference to gray matter, whatever. That's the shade of gray, maybe.
No, I'll have to move on to team 3. Sorry, team 2.
Okay, this is team 2. We'll say this is special gray. So we'll say this is like the color of the kind of hazy night sky type thing, like where you can't exactly see it as black, you see it in some shade of gray.
No, that's not how we experience it. So it's if you could no, I'll move on. I think team 1 has bounced, and yeah, I think could you say, I was looking for a different answer. Team 1 and team 5 have bounced. So Raju, can you go to the answer slide? So this is a gray that you see when your eyes are closed in a dark room. So that's why that was actually the answer that I was looking for. I was not looking for a technical answer really. Yeah. So sorry about that. So team 1 and team 5 have got that. So the next question is back to team 4. So this is the father-daughter duo Hazel and Fred Hill, but then she made an immense contribution, monumental contribution to the Battle of Britain. So what is her claim to fame? Pound starts now. I want to see the slides separately. Can you give me your phone and do the stopwatch on it? Because I need my phone. Okay, bounce is closed. And I've got only team 5 spawns. So team 4.
No, sorry, pass.
Okay. Team 3.
Hey, we're gonna see this is the keep calm and carrying on poster.
Okay, in fact, interestingly, that was also an answer that I received before. So no, it is not. I mean, when we held it in Dubai. No, it is not that. Good try here, but yeah, I'll move on to team 2.
We'll say she helped in the design of the Spitfire plane.
Do you want to sort of slightly modify your answer actually?
1 second. Maybe she, I don't know, maybe she gave the name apart from helping with like some design element in some way.
I'll just come back. I mean, it's okay. I think I'll give it to you. I'm being really generous here actually. So you can go on to the answer slide. Yeah. So she on the Spitfire, she made the design actually to make it possible to mount the guns on the Spitfire actually. So it seems apparently Fred Hill brought the drawings home that he was working on. He was the engineer who was assigned to do it, and then she was apparently a mathematical genius who she managed to sort of figure out how it could be done, and that was the final model that they followed. So yeah, I got a pounds from team 5, and nice answer there. So yeah, and this was team 2, right, who answered?
Yes, correct. And thank you for the generous points.
10 to team 2. Okay. The next question is, yeah, we have linked these images are relevant to the American War of Independence. Okay, so we have 3 images here. We have Colonel Talmadge, we have Robert Townsend, and then we have some kind of a ledger on the right side. So how do you link this to the American War of Independence? Bounces. Tell me, 15 seconds. Bounce closes in 10 seconds. Bounce is closed. So team 1, do you want to go for it?
Yeah, so I'm going to go with the idea that Talmadge and Townsend designed an encryption scheme that was used to send secret messages during the American War of Independence. And the third is an example of that.
No, that was not what I was looking for. Team 5. So good try. Team 5, you have an answer?
What am I saying? Benedict Arnold. So these guys were responsible in some way for Benedict Arnold to be identified and caught as a spy by the rebels or whatever. By the
No, sorry, Team 5. Team 4.
I mean, this thing on the right is clearly some encrypted communication. It describes some kind of code. So I think these guys devised it. So this was like a colonel, and this Townsend was like his spy on the British side, and this is the communication they used.
Yeah, that's what Team 1 also said, but that is not exactly what what I was looking for. So Team 3, do you want to?
Yeah, so we'll say these guys came up with the concept of tax on tea, which sort of later led to the Boston Tea Party. So they have some sort of a region-wise, calculation of tax.
Oh, interesting, interesting guess. No, but that was not. No, that was not it. Good try, but yeah, I'll move on to Team 2.
Team 2 will say that these were some encoded whatever encryptions to refer to people and places. Probably this was communication sent to the English monarch or whatever, saying that some of these places or locations or states wanted to still stay loyal to the crown, while some others were wanting to be independent and so on.
Oh, that's yeah, you're on the right track, but not quite there actually. So it was Team 1's direct. So I will close it here. So the answer is that this is actually something called it was the first spy network set up in the US by George Washington, and this was called the Culper spy ring. So it is the earliest recorded spy network in the US. And although, so you have actually, if you go on the image, you got references to Culper Senior, Culper Junior. So this Robert Townsend was a Culper Senior, and Talmadge was a Culper Senior. Townsend is the Junior, and there were many other people who were carrying information around. So this was all part of that first spy ring for the US. And there is an Agent 355. So at that time, George Washington was president and he controlled the central states, but then he still needed to know what was happening in New York. So he had this set up in place. And so there's an Agent 355. And so there's this lady in the picture whose identity was never known. And she was probably one of the earliest known part of an organized spy network, earliest known ladies, but her identity is still a secret. So she used to communicate using the location of the black petticoat. So it could be referring to the boroughs of New York, like, the positioning of it would indicate to agents on the other side, spies on the other side, where they have to go and collect information. So this was quite, and of course, all those charts were showing who those members were. So this is basically, the answer I was looking for was actually that these are relating to the Culper spy ring. Yeah. So we move on. Back to Team 1, direct. So this is a Jeopardy style question. So you'll have to tell me, what it is. So there are beards before the age of 70, makeup on TV anchors, black cars in the capital, dirty cars in the capital, healthcare facilities outside the capital, dogs in the capital, libraries outside the capital, opera and the circus, lip syncing. And I think this is not an exhaustive list. I think there are probably a few more outside this list also. Pounds has started. I haven't received any pounces yet, and it's closed. Pounce closed. Team 1.
So we're guessing these are things banned by some dictator. So this is our guess. It's either Idi Amin or the dictator of Turkmenistan. We haven't decided, but anyway, these are things that were banned by some dictator in their country.
You'll have to give me one answer, team 1.
Oh, okay. We'll go with Turkmenistan.
Which place? Can you repeat that? Sorry,
because I think Idi.
I didn't. Can you repeat that?
So these were things banned in Turkmenistan.
Yeah. Okay. Exactly. So that's the answer. Yeah. Take it. It's a good, lovely answer. So these are all things banned in Turkmenistan. What are the things banned in Turkmenistan? So you have beards before the age of 70, and cars, black cars, and all that. Okay. Great. So 10 to team 1. Next question to team 5. Yeah, this is just it's about a lady who I think she was one of the earliest persons to do her FRCS and all that. So she's now still alive, 103 years old, and retired from active practice. And she was. I'm sorry about that. So this is a question to team 1. Team 5. The lady was 103 is 103 years old, retired from active practice, and she's a well-known cardiologist and responsible for the first for the DM cardiology course in India. And she's even a Padma Vibhushan winner. So she's the founder president of the All India Heart Foundation. So can you name her? The pioneers of cardiology in India. Sounds.
You can close the pounds, Dinesh.
Yeah, pounds. So team 5, you're direct.
Yes, this is Dr. S.I. Padmavati.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, great answer. Team 10 to team 5. Okay. Yeah, Padma Vibhushan winner in 1992. So, okay, we move on to the next. So 10 to team 5, we move on to direct to team 4 now. Lambay is a small Irish island off the east coast close to Dublin. It's a private island owned by the Barings family of the Barings Bank fame. The island is generally closed to public. So which unlikely animal would you see roaming around in the hundreds in the wilderness on the island? If you were to hop on to one of the occasional private tours, unlike the dinosaurs on Jurassic Park Island, they are not behind a wall because the sea keeps them bound. Pounce is open. I haven't received any pounces yet. The pounce is closed, so team 5, right? Team 5 or team 4, sorry. Team 4?
Is this kangaroos?
No. Can I move on to team 3?
Yeah, so we'll say that normally it said that there are no snakes in Ireland. So maybe this is the in Ireland where actually some snakes are there.
Good try. No, but that's not the answer. Team 2?
We'll say lemmings because of lemmings to the sea and things like that.
Okay, good try again. Yeah, team 1?
So we are, kangaroos was eliminated, so we're going to go with koalas.
Oh, good try again. No. Team 5? Yeah, team 5?
We will say wallabies.
Yes, that is the answer that I was looking for. Exactly. That's perfect. That's exactly the ref. So that's why if there was a clue in the question which said a wall because, so I thought probably someone might get it there. Okay. So the correct answer is wallabies. And I think this was probably brought there about, I think in the early part of the 20th century or something like that. So yeah, so that's 10 to team 5. So direct to team 4 again. Raju, I think the question is not posed. Yeah. So there are about 90 odd houses spread all across Toronto that are of varying architectural styles, but have one thing in common, and they don't house any people. Strangely, despite the hum, they don't seem to house bumblebees either. So what do they house? As you can see, there are different types of houses. So what are these? What is this house good for? Pounce has just started. I haven't received any pounces yet. Another 20 seconds to go. Pounce is closed. Team 4 again.
Team 4 is 5 is just bouncing. 1 second.
Okay. Okay. I've got pounces from 1 and 5. So team 4, would you like to try?
Yeah, are these Bitcoin mining servers?
Oh, good try, yeah, but no. Very good guess, but no. I'll have to go on to team 3.
We'll say that these are some sort of power station. So these facilities are used to generate power, which is why there is a humming sound, in these places.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Okay, team 3 take this thing. But actually, the answer that I was looking for was actually they have the house transformers. I'll give it to you. So 10 to team 3, and next question is to team 2. Direct. Slight pop culture plus whatever defense related question. So war is fought at many different levels. Men who stare at goats and catapulted corpses aside, they sometimes use weird weapons, right? So in addition to gunships, helicopters, machine guns, and the usual jing bang, what seemingly primitive handheld but not quiet weapon did the British Royal Navy additionally deploy against the Somali pirates in 2013? On starts now. This is team 2's direct, right? Yeah. Yeah, team 2, you have an answer?
Yeah, from some vague memory, I'll say they played the songs of some singer, which I remember to be Britney Spears. Say that.
Oh, perfect answer. Yeah, lovely. So yeah, they started. They played the music of Britney Spears, and the Somali pirates being mostly of so being mostly Muslims. So it seems they kind of detested listening to the music, and it worked for some time, and then the pirates decided not to repeat this and went with MJ's beat. The legend has it that the Royal Navy initially chose Justin Bieber, but it was deemed as a crime against humanity. Anyway, so that's plus 10 to team 2, and I think team 5 and 3 had also pounced, but okay, I marked the answers there. So okay, untouched. So Beckenbauer, Platini, Yashin, Charlton, George Best, Eusebio, Cruyff. They've all won, and even George Weah have all won the Ballon d'Or. But why is Diego Maradona missing from this company? Pound starts now. You have to tell me when it is. Ten seconds only. Pounds. I have not received any pounces yet.
Team 3, we have pounced.
I haven't. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've got. Yeah, I've got team 3's, only team 3's pounds. But I think you pounced twice. Huh? Okay, anyway.
No, the second one is a addition to the first one.
Yeah. Okay. Fine, got it. Yeah, pounds is closed. So, sorry, that was a direct to team 2, right? Or team 1, right? Was it a direct? No, team 2.
Sorry, is it team 2's direct? We just answered, I thought. Wasn't the previous question the Britney Spears one, which that was answered by?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a direct to team 1, but team 1 is off. But team 1 has pounced also. Okay. So, sorry, team 5. Team 5.
We are passing.
Okay. Team 4.
Was this because like to win the Ballon d'Or, you need to play in the European Cup?
Could
which
you repeat that,
Maradona
please?
had not played it.
No, I think he had. Come again, please. Could you just repeat that?
Basically, Maradona had not played in the European Cup. So he didn't even qualify for it.
Okay. Okay. This is team. Okay. It's okay. I think I'll give it to you. It's I'm slightly stretching the answer here. Okay.
Hey, he played for Napoli.
Wait. Yeah.
Sorry.
Why?
Team 3. Okay. Team 3 has pounced. Team 2. Sorry.
Yeah.
Team
So
2.
we'll say that Maradona was not a European until a certain point of time. The Ballon d'Or was given only to Europeans. Like when Villa won it, the rule had changed. But by then, Maradona pretty much like stopped playing. Or was not in his prime. So it's not that he didn't play the European Cup. He was not
Actually,
a European.
that's right. That is the correct answer. So sorry about that confusion. Sorry, team 4. This is the more precise answer that I was looking for. So it was expanded to include everyone playing in Europe only from 1995. So it was strictly earlier to that it was limited to Europeans. So and George Weah became the first non-European to win it. Okay. So the next question back goes to team 1. Team 1, don't pounce, please. It's your direct. So this is about a hill in Rome that stands a short distance away from the east bank of the Tiber. And it was largely forgotten and ignored during the second half of the first millennium. And but it gained some military significance in 1949 when it was used as a site of an Italian gun battery under the command of Garibaldi. Economic significance was somewhat greater as the hill's interior was discovered to have unusual cooling properties, which made it ideal for wine storage during the heat of the Roman summer. And so how was this 35-meter tall hill created? Apparently, this is also, yeah, okay, if I can't give anything more. So yeah, this is a 35-meter tall hill somewhere in the middle of Rome. And so tell me, how was it created? How was this hill created? The pound starts now. I've got a pounds from team 2.
This pistachio is important, huh? The name, or you think that's just
Pistachio is the name of the hill.
that's important.
I haven't received any other pounces. 15 seconds are left.
Pistachio. Debris from construction.
Ravi, I can hear you, your answer. I can hear you discussing with your team. Pounds is closed. So direct to team 1.
Okay.
Team 1.
So this is team 1. So our teammate Dinesh says that the this mountain was constituted with discarded amphoras which were used in trading olive oil, etc.
Perfect. Yeah, that's the perfect answer. So actually, this is one of the largest dumping grounds in the middle of a city, and it was a structured dumping ground of amphorae for imported olive oil.
To your team. Your score is now 155.
Someone has to mute the Discord. Yeah, it was a structured ground for the amphorae and for imported oil, and it was these were not recyclable and were dumped to create this artificial hill. So that's how you had this 35-meter tall mount there in the middle of the city. So okay, so next question is a direct to team 5. So team 5, you have 3 portraits of a certain artistic style purpose from a particular era. So identify the artistic style purpose, the era of the paintings, the country of origin. For example, like if you say it's church paintings from the Renaissance era of Malta, for instance. So I'm looking for 3 parts over here actually. Pounds has started. Raju, if you move on to the next page, there's a bigger slide. There are more clearer pictures, photos, the same images are, yeah. I haven't received any pounces yet. And pounces have closed.
Dinesh, can we answer or Pounce is closed? Or?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, team 5. Sorry, team 5. Yeah, please give your
So
answer.
we'll say that this is these paintings were created as to be included in marriage proposal kind of thing. Basically, ponpaks in those days, right? Because you couldn't send photographs or you'd send a painting kind of thing. This is we will say this is from Rome. So this is like Roman Imperial Rome and Italy.
Wow. Okay, it's a lovely answer actually, Ravi. But
fully wrong.
Yeah, to move move on to team 4. Team 4, you want to take a chance? You want to guess this, or you want? I mean, you want to answer this? Team 4. Team 4.
Oh, sorry. No idea. Pass.
Okay, team 3.
We'll say that these are royal or regal paintings, essentially members of royal families being painted. So regal paintings of the Byzantine era and the country's Turkey.
Okay. All right. No, I'll have to move on to team 2.
Okay, one of our guesses got taken, so we will now say these were used during the era of the pharaohs in Egypt, and these were kind of representations there to be possibly on the mummy casks or something, just so that people maybe later on would know that this is how the person actually, the ruler actually looked like.
Okay, so would you have the period or something in mind, like what period you have?
Are you saying we are actually on the right track? Okay.
No. Yeah, I'm looking for I'm trying to complete your answer.
Okay, we will say the period is I don't know. I mean the rule of the pharaohs. I mean, we'll roughly say that's the era or the period.
Team 2. Okay. I'll just go on to team 1 and then team 1. You want to hello, team 1.
Sorry, just 1 second. We're going with, these are self-portraits of the Byzantine era from Rome, of monarchs at that time.
Okay. Now, actually, I will actually give team 2. You were very close. Actually, you were very close. Or I think I should give you 7 for this, because I'll give you 10 for this actually, because you have not got the era of the paintings, but see, these are mummy portraits from the Hellenistic, but they are from the Hellenistic Ptolemaic period of Egypt. So it's not that was the only part that was, you said the pharaoh period, and I think you must consider yourself lucky your guess was taken. Okay, anyway, so I kept you in suspense there. So mummy portraits from the Hellenistic Ptolemaic period and Egypt. Yeah, that was the complete answer. Yeah, okay. So 10 to team 2. We move on to direct to team 1. So so there is a private Bill Millen of the 1st Special Services, Special Service Brigade Commandos, who was one of the first
we can't see the slide yet.
On...
We can't see the slide yet.
Yeah. I'm just reading it. Yeah. Sorry. I'll just try to run through this very quickly. Then you can probably read it after that. So basically, he was assigned. He was carrying some equipment, and he was moved on to on the D-Day charge, and which was actually banned by the World War II banned by the War Office in London. And but his commanding officer told him that that's the English War Office and we are Scottish and doesn't apply. And the German snipers never bagged him as a target, although people all around him were probably dying. And they said he's a foolhardy idiot. And so what the question is that what equipment was he carrying, or what was his role in the war party? I've got a pounds from team 5. Team 2 is also bounced. This is a direct to team 1, yeah?
Yeah. Is bounce closed or?
I think another 10 seconds more. The bounce is closed now.
Yeah. Is it team 1's?
Direct.
Okay. So this is, I think he was carrying a bagpipe because this is also there in the movie Longest Day.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So that's what it is. So he was. This was actually banned because. That's a lovely answer. So he was banned. I mean, bagpipers were banned because they were sniper targets in World War I, and it is immortalized. Yeah, perfect. So plus 10 to team 1 and direct to team 5. So the second and last question. So thank you guys for, I know it must be pretty late for some of you, but and you probably had earlier another quiz as well. So thank you for showing up. And so the next question was, okay, 15th century Frenchman Nicolas Fouquet established a long-scale system of defining these, which was adopted by the UK, who followed it till the 1970s, whereupon they moved to the short-scale system being followed by the Americans. The Americans had learned it from the French. The French followed the short-scale system till the mid-19th century, and they moved back to the long-scale system. The short-scale system can be shortened as 10 to the power of 3 into n plus 1. And I think we're missing an image over here, though it's posted on the team chat, chats, I think. Yeah, okay, it's here. So what are we talking about? Bounce has started. We have 15 seconds more, and no, I haven't received any bounces yet. Anybody's bouncing? Bounce is closed.
So we'll say that this is what constitutes a million, billion, trillion, whatever. I think these are different in different countries. A billion is 10 to the 9 in the US, but I think it might have been something else. Obviously, Haddock is there because of billions of blue blistering barnacles.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. So essentially, it was okay. So plus 10 to team 5. So it was the system of a single word for large number. So in the short scale, like it was 1 trillion, for example, but on the long scale, it is 1 billion. So there was a lot of change or a lot of confusion in the French looks like for this. So yeah, good answer, team 5. So the last question of the quiz to team 4. To team 4, yeah, okay, this is from movies. While working in the sitcom that made him famous, ex-actor X was made the subject of a petition from the fan community to be made the new Y. In a nod to his childish demand from fans, X turned up dressed as Y in that sitcom, while in reality X never got to play Y and went solo in a music career. This persistent demand convinced writers Brian Bennis and Sarah Pichelli to create the character of Z in 2011, an alternate presentation of Y. A Z/Y movie gives a nod to the original story by flashing a scene of X in his Y attire. Identify X, Y, and Z. So I'm sure I got many of you guys confused there, or rather, I hope not. Yeah. Bounce has started. I haven't received any bounces. 15 seconds to go.
Team 2 has bounced.
Okay, yeah, time's up.
Hi, this is Team 4. Shall I go for it?
Team 4, yeah.
I'd say, is this X is Donald Glover, Y is Spider-Man, and Z is that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Oh wait, one sec. I think Z is Miles Morales is what my teammate says.
Okay, fine. That's the complete answer from team 4. So plus 10 to team 4. And yeah, it's Donald Glover, Spider-Man, and Miles Morales. So yeah. So with that, that's what we have for today. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for joining, and thanks Raju for hosting it and having to switch between both the modes. Thanks Gopal and Hido.
Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you for the quiz.
Yeah. My pleasure, yeah.
Thanks, Dinesh. Great
Hope
quiz.
to
Thank
see
you.
you guys again. Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, Dinesh. Great quiz. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thanks.